Here to react to all of this is Vivek Ramaswamy, Ohio gubernatorial candidate. So, Vivek, I think this just really captures the way the left feels about crime. It's almost like what you see in the schools, right, with these zero tolerance policies. If a bully hits a kid, the kid hits back, they all get suspended. Everyone's equal. But it really just perpetuates this vicious cycle of crime, especially here with this horrendous situation in Ohio.
Well, Katie, I actually hosted a town hall in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's very personal to me because that's my hometown. It's where I was born and raised. And we had people of every race, black, white, brown, everything in between. It's about 1,400 people that wanted to come, 300 were inside. And I will tell you, most people are united across races against law enforcement, against the rule of law breakdown in our cities and for law enforcement. And I think that's something that brings people together. I don't think it should be that controversial to say that ordinary Americans are able to come into their cities, have a good time, enjoy an evening without fear of getting beaten down, without getting fear of, in this particular case, not only getting beaten down, but then in legal brawls that come afterwards. That's not America. We're not the third world. We're the greatest country known to the history of man. Ohio is a great state at the heart of that country. We're done with the breakdown of rule of law, and I think strong leadership is the answer to secure our streets.
What is your response to these local leaders calling for the victims in this attack to be not only arrested, but also prosecuted for allegedly somehow starting this fight? I mean, the equivalence here seems like it's completely out of bounds.
Well, I'll give you one example that's really specific to the city of Cincinnati, even among the elected officials. I mean, you go on the internet, you can have a lot of people saying crazy things. What I'm citing for you is not just a random person on the internet saying a crazy thing. It's a Cincinnati City Council member who actually, in reference to the victims, specifically said they were begging for that beatdown. That's totally inappropriate. And I don't care what race you are. We should not be celebrating violence. We should not be elevating or creating some sorts of culture of justifying violence. It's wrong. And at the end of the day, you know, we can litigate one particular case. The reason this caught national attention and the reason this really caught the attention of Cincinnati and Ohio is not because this is some isolated incident, but precisely, Katie, because it is a symptom of a deeper breakdown of law and order as well. And so I hope we're able to learn from this incident to move to the future and unite. I don't care whether you're black or white, or I hope even Democrat or Republican, to be able to say that we're going to stand for the rule of law, enforce the law against people who commit violence, not have these ridiculous bond policies where repeat violent offenders are able to get right back out on the streets, not have rules that have police officers looking over their shoulder for fear of being sued, and actually just restore common sense, peace in our streets, to actually clean up our streets, to make our cities a place where people are actually able to come together again. That's something that I think ought to unite people across races. The idea that that's portrayed as divisive is nonsense. And shame on the politicians like that city councilwoman in Cincinnati who's saying the kinds of things that actually stoke that very culture of violence and division.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to continue seeing the people who are arrested here. The seventh suspect, who, of course, has a long rap sheet. So these suspects have been seen in the system over and over again for a lack of accountability. So we will watch this moving forward. Vivek, thank you so much. All right, well, coming up.